Hey everyone, Naruto here, and welcome to the last video for the top 10 melds. This time, of course, the MORTII faction. Overall, in my opinion, the MORTII faction melding is decent somewhere around the human level, I guess. I do think that the Neander melds, especially for the 4-star, is much more superior than the rest, while the Fane one is somewhat weaker. But they all have their uh, pros and cons, and even the Fane has a few really good creatures, but just a few, while the Neander has a lot of good goodies, and the MORTII is somewhere in between. Let's start. So the number 10 goes to the Puppeteer with immunity 7. Um, I know that the hero killing decks got much weaker after the recent update, but I still think an immunity 7 puppet is decent enough if you can afford one, because of the death gaze. If you're somewhere between mid game, a lot of players don't have immunity to block out the death gaze, or they have a warlock to block out the death gaze. So if you can afford, get one. She's not bad. She is really good in manual battles, because you can force an enemy creature to never be able to attack. So let's say the enemy has a recycle swordmaster, you drop the Puppeteer on the swordmaster, and the swordmaster will not be able to do anything for the rest of the game because of the death gaze, because it cannot be negated. So Puppeteer is alright, and obviously it also boosts your MORTII creatures by a decent amount. That's the reason. Try to explain you guys why she is still decent in my opinion. And the number 9 goes to the Hell Knight with a frost armor or a life sap. If you're gonna go for life sap, I recommend the life sap 8 from the Phantom Chief. The reason why you can put either frost armor or life sap on the Hell Knight is because of this ability called Unbound. With Unbound, the Hell Knight is guaranteed to attack every turn. So and combined with Battle Blow 6, Life Sap is really a viable option, especially if you have the Life Sap rune. The Life Sap rune increases your attack as well. Even if you don't have the Life Sap rune, it's pretty decent. So definitely recommend either Frost Arm or Life Sap. Really depends on your deck. And yeah, so yeah, Unbound Life Sap, good combo. And number 8 goes to the Cave Dragon with Frost Armor. It's good in a MORTII deck and also decent in guild maps. So Cave Dragon with this simple Frost Armor, pretty decent overall card. Alright, number 7 goes to Delilah, that you can get from map 14. So the most of you won't have her because she's really hard to get. Otherwise you need to get her from the altar. But if you're ever in dungeon 14, map 14, you can get her. She's got Discord 10, dodge 7, and soul swap 10. You can put a immunity 7 on Delilah, and she's gonna be pretty decent, especially with the soul swap rune that is easy to get, recovers 300 HP every turn, plus increase your attack. I just thought I'd mention it. Number 6 goes to Dullahan with Disposal. Now this has been a lot of discussion, especially on my channel on the forums, why why it seems that a Royal Dragon with Disposal is better than Dullahan with Disposal. The reason is simple. Dullahan is really hard to get. You can only get him from the maze, so it's really hard to get a melded Dullahan. But a Disposal Dullahan on average is better than the Royal Dragon. So here you go. There you go, guys. That's the reason why. But when consider the rankings I give them, I always consider how hard or easy it is to get a creature, because otherwise, in my opinion, it will not be fair, because I like to give rankings to, I like to include those in my rankings as well, how hard or easy it is to get a creature, depending how good it is. The number 5 goes to the Harbringer with Instakill. I think this creature is pretty common among you guys, so I don't really have to go too deep into it. Remember to put a soul swap rune on him, pretty good. The number 4 also goes to the Harbringer, but this time with Recycle 1. So it's a similar card to the Library Recycle 1, but just for the Mortis. Pretty decent card. overall. So that's why it's also number 4. The number 3 goes to the Hellwolf with Disposal. Yes, I think a lot of top 100 tournament guys use them. It's pretty good because of the Instakill and Disposal. Pretty good card, and it's also cheap, only 15 cards when evolve. So definitely Disposal and Hellwolf is good. And if you ever want to change your Disposal back to a Royal Dragon or something, then you melt away your Hellwolf. You don't lose anything besides some gold and some, yeah, I think gold and some resources, but I don't think gems. Okay, number 2. The number 2 of Mortis is really strong, and I think it's the most underrated creature. It's the Eye of Jonara with Frost Armor. Now, I got a long history with this creature, and it's definitely my favorite melt for Mortis. With the Frost Armor 3, when Eye of Jonara will receive 180 damage, but the Jonara will heal back the 180 damage thanks to the Soul Swap. And plus it also increases the Jonara's attack with the Soul Swap with the rune now. And it's really hard to kill Jonara because he's got a picking of 8 plus a discord 8 that has 70% chance to disable one enemy creature. And back in those days when I was weaker, it was thanks to a frost armor Jonara that I made it through trials level 80, 85, 900, I'm sorry, 85, 90, 95, and 100. It's just the Eye of Jonara is that game breaking in my opinion if you're not like very far into the game. So it is really a game breaking card in my opinion, and he looks like really better than on paper. So to show you guys how many Eye of Jonaras I had before I had all these overpowered creatures and stuffs. I actually had 4 melded Eye of Jonara. Frost Armor 3, Frost Armor 5, Frost Armor 3, Frost Armor 3. So they were definitely my favorite creature back then. It helped me to beat the trials level 80 to 100 really easy. You will see a huge impact in my opinion once you have 1 or 2 of them. A really powerful one. Of course, the number 1 MORTII 4-star male goes to the Queen Temptress with Retreat. I think all top players are using it, and it's not for no reason, because the Queen Temptress with Retreat is that good because of the Osmos. You reduce the enemy rage while you increase your own rage back, and with the immunity 5 and dodge 5, she's a similar card to the Horn Beast, but just with different effect, but she still has the immunity and the dodge, and you can explore her from dungeon 13. I do think dungeon 13 is beatable for most players. After the hero kill nerf it's harder, but I think 13.4 is definitely beatable with Poison Ivy as boss. 13.8 is definitely beatable with White as boss. 13.12 is going to be hard, so you guys can beat 13.8, 13.4 pretty easily, I think, in my opinion. And that's it for the top Melds video, guys. Thank you very much for staying with me. Also, thank you for thanks for everyone who was suggesting these types of video. Because of your feedback, I made this video, and it seems like you really enjoy this kind of video. So thank you very much. As always, don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, and comment if you like my videos or find them useful. Feel free to leave any ideas for any other videos, and I might decide to do them. And again, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.